What's up, guys? Bloodshed here, reporting in from the Diablo 3 Necromancer Patch 2.6 Beta PTR thing. All the items, I think most of the items came on the PTR today. I think this is all we're going to get, but I thought I would share them with you. I spent about 8 to 10 hours playing them, testing them, so I can give you a little bit of my thoughts, early first impressions, and again, this is beta. Things can change. Let me show you the second set here. This is like the Genji. I call it the Dark Souls Genji. This is the back of the helm and everything. It's pretty cool, man. I like it. Little rhino helm. I like it overall. Aesthetically, both sets are pretty cool. We'll start off with the rhino set from head to toe. Now, you can mix and match everything for LON, obviously, however you want. But it looks like they're kind of meant to be together, but I'll show you. Fate's Vow. After consuming up to 20 corpses, you unleash a free Death Nova. Razes Volition. Skeletal Mage gains the effect of the Gift of Death rune. The Gift of Death rune basically leaves a corpse behind when they die, so more corpses is always a good thing. Requiem Theraplate. When Devour restores essence or life above your maximum, the excess is granted over 3 seconds. This is not bad. I wish it was like 5 seconds though. When an exploded corpse damages at least one enemy, your corpse explosion deals up to 100% increased damage for 6 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. This is pretty good, I think I would like 200% per stack, but you know, we always want more buffs. These Defiler leg guards, your Bone Spirit is increased up to 100% every second it's active. So Bone Spirit has a slow travel time. The damage does ramp up. You can get some really sick Bone Spirit crits, but again, it's really slow, so there it is. Briner's Journey. Attacking with Bone Spikes has up to a 15% chance to cast Bone Nova at the target location. So not bad, not bad. Nothing's too crazy overpowered. I think they're being a little conservative with the items, but this is the time to change. This is beta, this is the PTR. So let's look at the second set we first looked at. Corpse Whisper Pauldrons. Okay, Corpse Lance damage is increased by up to 20% for 3 seconds when you consume a corpse, max 15 stacks. Mask of Scarlet Death. Revive now consumes all corpses to raise a minion that deals 150% more damage per corpse. So I like this. I gotta spend a little bit more time playing around with it, but I like the idea of it. One giant minion, right, to rule them all. Golem Skin Breaches. Your Golem Skin damage is increased by up to 125%, and you take 25% less damage. This is what I used in my GR pushing build. I kind of stayed within 18 yards of my Golem, and I took 25% damage reduction, and my Golem did more damage. So I kind of like these. They're not bad. Of course, I would want more damage and more DR, but you know, what are you gonna do? Moribund Gauntlets. Your Golem has a 10% or up to a 15% chance to shed a corpse when it's hit by an enemy. So when they're hitting your Golem, has a chance to drop, you know, corpses, which is pretty cool. Bloodsong Mail. While in Land of the Dead, Command Skeletons gains the effect of all runes and deals an additional 125% additional damage. Not bad, not bad. And you gain up to 50% increased movement speed for 2 seconds after using Blood Rush with the Stewart's Greaves. That does it for the 2 main sets. We'll go across the Phylacraties first. The first one is the Bone Ringer. The damage bonus of Command Skeleton increased by 30% every second it's active. So it does give you like a damage bonus to your skeletons, which is pretty cool. A lot of people were using it on the leaderboards. Iron Rose. Attacking with Siphon Blood while at full life has a 25% chance to cast a free Blood Nova. I don't really like this. I think it doesn't really make sense, but I'm sure that there's a build out there that I just haven't seen yet. When you're casting a generator, you get a free Blood Nova, but a free Blood Nova doesn't really kill a mob when you're pushing GRs. Maybe for speeds or something, but then you wouldn't use a casting spell for speeds. I don't know. We'll find out. Today it's on the first day, you know, first impressions. I'm sure there's things that are going to pop up. Lost Time. Your cold skills reduce movement speed of enemies by 30%. In addition, your movement speed is increased by up to 5% for 5 seconds, maximum 5 stacks. So not bad at all for some speeds. Ledger's Disdain. I like this a lot. Grim Scythe does an additional 10% damage for each point of essence it restores. So you can get some nice bonus. I think that they're trying to make Grim Scythe the generator ability. And it's not bad. I've used this in my melee Bonemancer build. It's okay. It's okay. I like it. A little bit more damage though. Cough, cough. This is the only waste from what I can tell. It's Dainty's Binding, named after Nevilist. Decrepify gains an additional 30% damage reduction or attacks against you. So that's pretty cool. This is nice. You can stack curses a multitude of ways. You can stack, you know, Decrepify or whatever. So this is pretty good for damage reduction. Not bad. Before I head into the sites, let me show you the Phylacteries really quick. So here's the first one. Pretty cool. And here's the Iron Rose, like so. Thought you guys might want to see the transmogs. Almost forgot. Lost Time. Oops. Lost Time. Right. And the Ledger's Disdain. So it's basically like a source, except for you hold it, you palm it like a basketball. And we'll move into the two-handers. Let me equip them as I explain them. So each different poison skill, this is one of my favorite items. Each different poison skill increases your damage of your poison skills by up to 100%, and it stacks, I think, up to 5 times. This is so cool, man, because it really speaks to the poison, the blight damage, and this is one of my favorite abilities because you can use it in a multitude of different ways, lots of variety, and it's like a raven's head type thing, or a beak, right? This is cool. A lot of people are using this as well. The next one we have is Death Nova, deals up to 20% increased damage every enemy within 10 yards. The problem is you're not really within that many enemies. I can see under certain circumstances it would do stupid amounts of damage, but when you do speeds or whatever, you only have like maybe 10 at the most, so it's really not doing that much damage right now. But hopefully things get tweaked a little bit. You can see what it looks like here. Not too shabby. Pretty much is what it is. Put that down. It's Bloodtide Blade, by the way. Bloodtide Blade. The next one is Dread Golem Spike. Bone Spear now costs 40 essence and deals up to 150% increased damage. So this is like the toothpick one that we've seen in other transmogs. Probably needs a little bit more to make it a little more pizzazz to it, but it's kind of cool. The next one is Relena's Shadow Hook. Bone Spike generates 2 to 4 additional essence for each enemy hit. There you go. Little hook, little get off stage type of hook. Put that away. Up next we have the one-hander. So this is a one-handed spear. So this is the only spear, one-handed spear. It's the Spear of Jessuth. Your thorns is increased by up to 15% for each enemy afflicted by your curses. So that's kind of speaks to a Necromancer Thorns build. So now we have 2 items. We have a passive and an item to speak to that if you like that play style. Not bad, not bad at all. The next one-hander we have is Tragul's Corroded Fang. The Cursed Scythe rune for Grim Scythe now has a 100% chance to apply a curse, which is really cool, man. I'll show you guys what that is. Oh, that's a very corroded scythe. So if you take Grim Scythe as your generator, right now it has a 15% chance to inflict with a random curse. So if you use that as your generator and you're wearing this item, you have a 100% chance to apply a curse. So you're just throwing random curses all over the place. It's pretty cool, and you can pair it with things like the curse passive to increase your damage, like Spreading Malediction. Receive a 1% damage bonus for each enemy afflicted by your curses. So you can see it's probably going to be usable to some extent. Another one, probably my second favorite item, is the Scythe of the Cycle. Your secondary skills deal up to 300% increased damage while Bone Armor is active, but reduce the remaining duration of Bone Armor by 4 seconds. Oops. So this is super cool because, again, it allows you for more variety. Just like the poison skills, the one allows for more variety. You can use that item with Bone Armor and you get a bonus to all the Bone Spears, all the Skeletal Mages, or all the Death Novas. It just speaks to like variety, and that's why I like these 2 items. It gives us the freedom to decide what we want to build into and how we want to combine it with the sets. So let me show you what that looks like. It's just like a, whoops, wrong one. Okay, we're back. Here is the Scythe of the Cycle. Little crescent moon. Is that a crescent moon? I think it is. Okay. So there's that. And then, oh, this is the Funerary Pick. Siphon Blood drains blood from 2 additional targets. So this is like a range generator, or maybe you'll get more health back. This is kind of cool. I haven't really played with it too much, but it's nice to have more variety. And then the only item set we got is this set right here, the Jahorian Skull Scythe, the Jahorian Arms set. So the 2-piece lets Army of the Dead gain the effect of Unconventional Warfare rune. Unconventional Warfare with Army of the Dead. Do I have it? is basically the one where the skeletons rise up and do 50,000% total weapon damage as physical over 4 seconds. It's pretty good. This is what I use to push on a lot, but then I switched to the cycle of the scythe of the cycle. So there we go. It's a pretty cool. It speaks to the kind of the, like in the trailer, the classic Necromancer bone armor set there. What's up next? So we have rings next. Cover that. The Circle of Nalhu. You raise an additional skeletal mage with each cast. This is really cool because whenever you cast a skeletal mage, you get 2. So the poison ones are good, the blood ones are good. You're basically getting double the value you got previously. I like this ring a lot, and skeletal mages are super cool. So Prayer of the Briggs. Uncursed enemies are pulled to the target location when a curse is applied to them. So it's a nice way to group up enemies, and yeah, probably Z-Necro type stuff, or maybe some speed builds might use this actually. Lornell's Sunstone. Your damage reduction is increased by up to 0.95% for each 1% of life you're missing. This is pretty good. You would use this in a lot of builds, and I noticed that I used it in more than just the blood set. Whenever you're in trouble taking damage, it definitely kicks in and helps you stay alive. I think this might be a standard for most, if not all, GR pushing builds. Kispin's Sentence. Bone Spikes, Bone Spear, and Bone Spirit deal an additional 150% increased damage against enemies that are stunned, frozen, charmed, feared, or blinded. So there's a few ways you can do that in the set. And there's a few items and belts that you can use to make them blinded or feared and stuff. So yeah, not bad at all. Haven't really used it too much either. So Haunted Visions is moving to the amulets now. Simulacrum now deals an additional 15% of your maximum life every second and lasts twice as long. So it actually drains your life, but it gives you double Simulacrum. So it's pretty cool, but also you need to make sure that you're getting health back, otherwise you start to die pretty quickly. We got an Ancient here, or a Primal, I'm sorry. Wisdom of Kalan. Increase the maximum stacks of bone armor by up to 5.5? Or no, just 5, I'm sorry, just 5. This is cool, especially with like the bone set. It's a must-have, I would say. I was using it most of the day. Like it. And what else we got? The Johnstone. Each corpse consumed in Land of the Dead increases your damage by 10% after it ends. So this one right here is going to be more focused on Land of the Dead. I'm excited to test this more. I haven't really put too much time on that item. So that would conclude all the items we got. Let me know what you guys think down below. So far so good. My overall first impressions, I'd say the damage is conservative and they need to bump it up. We haven't really found a stellar speed build as GR pushing goes. Really the main sets that are up here are the bone sets, because they're just outperforming everything else for the most part. And hopefully I'd like to see the other sets on par. I'm pretty sure before the beta is over, they're going to test it and balance it out. I'm hoping so anyway. But yeah, that's going to be all for me today, guys. Make sure to follow me at twitch.tv/bloodshed. I stream there 8 hours-ish a day, hang out with the bros. Big shout out to my Twitch subs. I know you're watching. Big shout out to the patrons who help make these videos possible. Love you guys, man. Everyone that's ever supported me, much love. This is the Bloodshed, and I'm out of here. Cringe. Peace.